Let's get ready to decorate my planner for the month of June. I already have everything here that I need. I have my planner, my stickers, my scissors, my new washi, and I also have my Atkins shake because you know, gotta do what you gotta do, right? All right, so we did end up May. All of the bills have been paid. Check, 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 all the way down. Today is the 30th. I do not think that this $5 is going to come out of my account. And whenever there's a direct deposit within the month, they waive the $5 fee, which is great. So I'm all set to work on the month of June now. I purchased these stickers from Daiso. So if you want to know where I got these stickers from, please look in the description down below. But let's get started with June. So I have already gone ahead and wrote down all of the bills that are going to be coming out in pencil, which is fine because they're going to get covered with stickers anyway. But the first thing that I want to work on, which I always do first, is I work on my borders. So let's use this that I also got from Daiso, and let's make our borders. These washies are always way too thick for my borders, so I usually use a paper slicer to cut them. So basically I just lay down the sticker and I slice it. And look, the sticker from last month is still on here, but this is going to give you a really good illustration of how the paper slicer works and makes it the right size. So I'm going to do this part off camera and I'll be right back. So let's see, I've already done the border. It's very, very subtle, but I think it's really nice. And then I started to read the fine print on it, and it says, he's later kidnapped by a scarab beetle and left behind in autumn. Thumbelina stays with an old lady who is a field mouse. So this washi was actually inspired by the story Thumbelina, which I love. My mother used to read the story of Thumbelina to me when I was a little girl. So that's cute. And it's time for me to put on my stickers. Now, what I've decided that I'm gonna do this time is something different. For the month of June, I'm only going to use stickers that match these colors. So I'm only going to use the purples, blues, and greens, and I'm gonna reserve the orange, the yellow, the light blue, and the pink for July. So this will be even more matchy-matchy. And I've already cut up a few to the size I want, but I also need to cut these up as well. So let me do that right now, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I got everything cut. And I think I am done with these scissors for now as well. So the only thing I need to do right now is to write my bills down on my green, blue, and purple stickers. And I will speed this up, or actually, you know what? Let me just do this off camera and then I'll be right back. All right, everyone, you might not believe this, but my camera died. And then I went to get the cord to plug in my camera, and then the light died. And then I went to get the cord to charge the light, but I forgot to plug in the light. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should stop filming and come back another day. So we're back. It's a whole other day. My nails are totally different, and you're not hallucinating. All right, so let's continue. I have already filled out all of my stickers for the month, and they're all here. They're in order, and I just need to put them down. And I do have my tweezers here. So let's start with Monday, June 1st. So it appears we have a Visa payment and rent due on the 1st. So we'll put those 2 stickers down here. And I'm actually kind of excited that I just decided to do a particular color scheme because I've always used all the different colors before. And yeah, I'm trying something new here. You know, you gotta keep it new and different, right? So this Apple payment, I am the person that pays the $10 a month for Apple storage. I am that person. Here. Yeah. Right here. Oh, there are 2 purples on top of each other. Okay. And then here we have Apple again. And then we have CVS. Yeah, I guess I forgot to fill out a sticker for that $3 Apple bill. So I'll come back and put that there later. Then we have my car insurance on the 4th. And then we have the first Friday in June. Looks like I'm gonna pay half of my student loan on that day. So Aidvantage 210 is half of my student loan payment. And then we have Stash again. This probably is going toward gold, I think, right now. Gold is doing pretty well. So that'll be telework pay. And this might be the last month I ever received telework pay. Why is that? Well, the state wants us to start coming back into the office 4 days a week. Which I think would eliminate the telework stipend, which basically pays for a part of your internet bill. That was the whole point of this stipend, $31 after taxes. But we'll see, because my unit still works from home especially when we're teaching our academy. We're teaching all the other investigators. We have like an investigators academy, and I'm one of the trainers. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, but I'm pretty sure my bosses are going to fight for us. So we'll see. These days, you know, it's just good to have a job, and I kind of feel like the pushback isn't worth it in this case anymore. We also have an election coming up. I think June 2nd is the last day of the primary election in California. And yeah, we're going to get a new governor. We have Exeter, which is my Jeep payment. And again, I'm going to start making the extra payment on my Jeep in 2027, I've decided. Right now, I cannot afford really to do it since I'm paying extra bills right now. Let me see. Then we have Aidvantage again, the other part of my student loan payment. The reason why I do that is because it staves off the interest. So instead of paying once a month and then the interest for that month accrues, it's like you pay half, you kind of stave off the interest, you pay the other half, it staves off the interest. Does it equal out? According to AI, it's better than paying once a month. So I have decided to split my payments. So we have that. Now my Southern California Edison bill payment, despite the fact that I was told that I was going to have it kept at $28, it is now, I guess, the summer season, and they are starting to charge us more, $64. But the only reason why I'm okay with this is because, again, my bill cycle is $88 a month, and whatever I don't pay gets pushed forward 1 year out, and then you have to make a one-time payment for the balance. So this offsets the balance a little bit more, the $64 payment, and this will probably go back down to $28 again in the winter. Here in Southern California, our most expensive months are summer because everyone is running their AC and their electricity on the grid, but in the winter, like, it's very chill here. So phone internet. So I think that one's internet and this one is phone, my phone. And then we have Fidelity, which is my high yield savings. It's just going to get its obligatory $15. I am due for a 5% merit increase in September. So I'll probably up this by $5. It's just been on autopilot for a year, plus whatever money I have thrown toward it. So Netflix went up $5. Isn't that crazy? No, did it go up 5? It went up $2. It went up $2. It used to be $18, now it's $20. Crazy. And then here we have Wells Fargo. And again, if I get a direct deposit before this date, then I don't have to pay this at all. And that's what happened last month. All right, so I still need to put Apple for $2 here. Apple. And that's $2. Okay, and I think that one comes out on the 3rd. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one was supposed to come out on the 3rd. Whoa. Right here. Okay, so we can put this here. That. And then this will be Stash. And if you're not like really comfortable with investing, I think Stash is a really great app for you to use. I've been using Stash since I think I want to say like 2017 or 2016. And that is where all of my investments are. It's a super cool, very easy to use app. They have all of the major ETFs, the S&P 500, all of them are there on that app. And you don't have to have a minimum amount of money. You don't even have to buy a full share. You can buy a half of a share or whatever, you can do whatever you want. You can even buy a piece of stock for $1 if you want to. And then it gives you the opportunity to set up monthly or bi-weekly contributions to that particular stock or ETF that you purchase. So I highly recommend Stash for all of you. Don't get scared. Right now the stock market is doing phenomenal, and if you're not getting in on it when it's doing well, you're just missing out on great opportunities to grow wealth. So yeah, I will leave my Stash referral in the description below. I don't try to push products on people, but this is the one that I've been using for years, and I like it. So you can check it out if you want to. So all we need to do now is just decorate. And I'm excited about that because I have my new stickers here from Daiso. So I'm gonna open up these gorgeous stickers here and then we'll start decorating. Okay, and here they are. So pretty, right? I think I'm supposed to take this film off the back, and then I think the stickers come off the back here, if I'm not mistaken. So let me see if that is the truth. Let's start with this one. Does it come off the back here? I'm not sure how this works. I'm not sure if this is kind of like do you just place it down and then it's like a tattoo where you rub it? Because it's not peeling off like a normal sticker. So I'm very confused by how this is supposed to work. Oh yeah, it is like a sticker. Oh, like a tattoo. Wow, that is really cool. Wow, I'm shocked. Okay, I like that this is like a tattoo. This is fun. This is very different for me. Very, very, very fun. Okay, I definitely want to put these little row of flowers down here at the bottom. Oh my gosh, that is so much fun. This is so much fun. Okay, I am going to make decisions on where each and every single one of these go, and I will speed this up for you. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop right here because I really like the way everything is looking so far. And I think I wanna save some of these for other months. So I'm gonna save these leftover stickers, especially these right here. Look very fall, and some of the yellow in this is very fall. So I'm gonna save these, but this was so much fun. This is so different. You know, scratching it and it's like a tattoo on your page, and it's not like a sticker at all with the shininess. So I really love the way this is looking for June so far. This is perfect, and I'm gonna leave it just like this. The only thing I need to do now is decorate for camping, for my brother's birthday, my other brother's birthday, and we do have Father's Day right here. I put special flowers on that day. I don't have any notes for June. Oh, I am traveling at the end of June, so I'll be traveling these 3 days into July. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm gonna get my travel stickers, my camping stickers, and a birthday sticker. The 8th is a birthday for my brother Michael. I'll put this here, and I will note that this is payday, and for July. All right. So I think that's it. I think that's all that I want and need to do for this planner. I really like my new tattoos, my planner tattoos. I think those are cool, except that I just have to be a little bit more careful when I'm scratching them onto the sheet and not, you know, like accidentally take something off, you know, while I'm putting it down. But this is my planner. Purples, greens, and blues for June. All right, let's do some really quick cash stuffing. Okay, So let's do a really quick cash stuffing of my wallet for the month of June. This is my new cash, what is this called? My bank bag, my cash bag for my bank runs. This is the new one that I got from Daiso, and I just love it so much. It's that, you know, puffer jacket. It's waterproof and it's very unassuming, but it gets the job done. So I did go to the bank. I did make a withdrawal of $882. That is the amount of cash that I will be cash stuffing for this month. The rest of the cash is in the bank, and that is for everything you just saw me do in my planner. Everything in my planner comes out of my bank account automatically. Everything else gets cash stuffed into my binders. So we do have the cash right here. So I will just put this away and get out my cash tray, and we'll give this a quick count. And hey, I've got a calculator here. I might as well use it, right? Why not? Why not? Okay, so we have $42. That's $862, and this would make $872. I'm missing $10. Or maybe I counted it wrong, but we'll find out as we go through the month. As I was going through my bills, I did find this star note. So this will go into my new binder for special bills. All right, so I have my special bills binder here, aka my old emergency fund, and I will just go ahead and put this in the 10 slot for star notes. I don't have any ones, I don't have any 2-star notes. I do have this very old 5 from 1935, which is the year my mother was born. And I already have a $10. So it looks like $10 star notes are a little bit more easier to come by, maybe? I don't know. But there we have it. I do have a $20 star note and an old 20. I don't have any $50 star notes. I just started this special bills binder, so I don't have a lot of star notes in it yet, but adding that $10 star note is a great start. Let's get into my wallet. These were the envelopes that had a problem. They were lost in the mail for over a month, and it was a whole thing. I was willing to pay for them when they finally came, but then the Etsy shop owner said, no, just keep them, which was very, very nice of her. And that Etsy shop owner was Lily Budgets. All right. So I do have Lily Budgets envelopes that are new to this binder. So we are going to be stuffing $82 for gas because, yeah, we're going camping and I got to drive pretty far. And so I got to fill up my tank. Plus I got to drive into work when it's time to go to work. There's a lot happening here. So we're going to do 20, 40, 60, 80. And we're gonna do $2. 1 and 2. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 2 for gas. And I'm just gonna do half folds for these envelopes. Then we have groceries, which some of my groceries this month, I have saved money for camping. And so that kind of made my regular grocery budget go way down because for sure I'm gonna be buying food for camping and probably bringing some of it home, and I don't know. But this budget is only $53. So this one is going to get a 20, a 40, a 50, and 3. Okay, so we have 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 1, 2, $3 for groceries. Right now, I have so much food in my house, it would blow your mind. I could probably go like a whole week or more without buying any groceries. So there's that. And then we're gonna have the extra money for camping, which I think I'm gonna put in personal, I think. Yeah, we're gonna do $55 for camping. So that's 20. Actually, I'm not gonna put camping in here at all. I'm gonna put camping in my sinking funds. So we're getting 20, 40, 50, and $5. So let me get my sinking funds here. I believe I put camping under miscellaneous. Yes, camping is here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that money here. All right, so that's money for camping, food, and maybe just one set of wood, which we can get at the campground. But yeah, that's that. And actually, I think that's gonna be it for my wallet. There's no personal money going in, and there's no dining out money for this month. So that's the wallet. Let's get out my new cash binder. We're going to be putting $45 away into the cash binder. This is my cash savings binder. It is new. It probably looks just like someone else's you're familiar with on YouTube. I did a whole video about this last Saturday. So check that video out where I explain this and where I got the stickers from. Everything is linked in the description. If you want to make your own binder like this, I have 1s, I have 2s, and I have 5s. And I have all the other denominations here, 50s and 100s. I am going to be putting $45 into this one today. So it's gonna get a 20, it's going to get 2 10s and a 5. Okay, let's start with the 20s. Get that in there. Let's put in a couple of 10s. And we're just stacking money. That's all that we're doing here. And then let's put in this 5. I don't consider this emergency money anymore. All money is emergency money in a true emergency. Will I go to this one first if it's a small emergency? Yes. But the real purpose of this is to save. That's why I have this that says cash savings. So $45 into cash savings. Okay, and we're gonna be cash stuffing the rest of this money for the remainder of the month. But yeah, thank you for being here with me, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope to see you during Tiny Tuesday number 2 on Tuesday. And stay psyched for savings. I'll see you next time. Bye.